Hello, hope all is well. Annyeong. Next up is. So we're nearly completely done with China now. It's just G, Dali, and I guess these two. No, they G ate Mong Kwang from here. So it's pretty much just Shi, Dali, and Shun. And Shun and G can be done one more because our non I can co-belligerate Shun now. Ooh, because they're no longer subject to Mongolia. I don't have to worry about all that noise. So next up is getting rid of the overextension here, resetting so that I get the mission covered, the diet covered. I might finally start to put an end to this crappy inflation, if I'm honest. I feel like it's necessary. We're up to nearly 120 income. Looking real tidy. Nothing good necessarily from there. Jubang will take a marketplace. Perfect. So yeah, next up, getting back to reality. Oh, the old gravity. Or rather, oh, there goes gravity. You know what I mean. And I'm caught up in dip tech for the purposes of corruption, which is brilliant. God, so I'll have humanist 10%, and I'll have my final idea of 10%. And I'm still in the golden age. My idea cost while I'm still in this golden age is going to be crisp. So yeah, I don't like how my name is kind of slumped here. So she is 100% next on the chopping block. Again, for the achievement, I need all Confucian, Vajrayana, Buddhist. It's all Confucian and Buddhist and Shinto lands. I've already covered Shinto. So next is, well, everything else really. Suppose that Confucian is all kind of concentrated into here. This province is Confucian because of an event I had. But otherwise, this is all the Confucian lands here. Including Chagatai holding onto one of my provinces. You know what, Chagatai, you can hold on to it for a little longer, buddy. It's okay. So, I'm way ahead of time in admin, so I can get a couple more ideas. Again, this ridiculous amount of prestige is just insane. I might remove the... I think I need to remove this dude. Oh, I need to integrate Theravada. That does not change my stance on removing this guy. I'm going to start getting ready for 1600. I know I don't need the absolutism, so I'm not really going for world conquest, but absolutism does give discipline. It's a very slept on fact that 100 absolutism equals 2.5, or is it 5% discipline? The very slept on fact that it does provide discipline as well as the admin efficiency stuff. Realistically speaking. When's the last call going to be for this? March 1550 and May 1550. I can start, because Shin will just be a co-belligerent. Oh yes, these guys are indeed Confucian. So I want to take Guangnan as my war goal, because I want to border Dali. And then I can just take Dali for myself and just get rid of him in this Ayutthaya war. What's happened to Bengal? Bengali conquest. Okay. Bengal should come out on top there. Realistically speaking. Let's bring this back down to speed 3. Oh yes, I've started the war. I can move and get them covered. Right, there we go. So what will be nice is once I get rid of Shun and Shi, basically this area is going to be completely covered. So I can then push through to another area, and then push through to another area. Mughals, 779k even. Ottomans, yeah, 125k. That's quite low. Quality espionage. Great, so when I don't border you, you take espionage on random crappy provinces in Egypt. But when I'm literally playing as... What was I playing as? Oh yeah, when I was literally playing as Italy trying to push into you, you took defensive and offensive and quantity and all sorts of funky stuff. But right now he's just like, yeah, sure, whatever. What a pain. Oh well, that just means that he's weaker for if this campaign pushes into, you know, post-achievement and just goes for, say, what that world conquest I was talking about. When it comes to achievements, I don't think there's anything in this run that I really would need or want to focus on. I can't... this is not a one faith. 100% no. I can convert to Sikhism and form Punjab afterwards. That could be hilarious, but I'd rather not. Yeah, this is just a fun run. Except I'm not in a costume. Right. You think you can split your forces up and just siege out my entire country? You are wrong. My brother in Christ, I will put you down. Where's it going? Where do you think you're trying to go to? Are you trying to go to, say, Hangzhou for the sieging of the good province? The Grand Canal. That's the word I was looking for. Canal. Yeah, that's where you think you can go to. 1.5 innovativeness at the cost of prestige. I like it. They'll get the prestige back, no problem. But the innovativeness needs to... The higher that I can stack that quicker, the better. That's becoming closer and closer. That's the main stack of the G army covered. Go on, stack wipe. Thank you. They were fighting with, out of 5 units, 3 of them were cavalry. Dude, cavalry ratio should still just be 50% for G, right? It's not like... They're just a Chinese dude. They're not like Cavalry Nation of the Year. Yeah. And they've got ICA in their abilities, in their ideas. They're not even suited for cavalry, but they're just here chocking up their maintenance and giving themselves a bad combat modifier for literally no reason. Of course, it's understandable. Definitely. It's definitely not just reasonless or rhymeless. I did co-belligerate Shun. Perfect. I can't wait to fight Chagatai over one province. I'd love to just get in here and... I can just take a load of Chagatai, because I can then harmonise. I keep wanting to say syncretize, but yes, I can harmonise with Sunni then. That'll be glorious, because Sunni is trade... I don't want to say it's trade efficiency for harmonising the Muslim group. They're all with Dive yet. What's going on here? Defender against Khmer. Cambodian conquest of Phangrang. Yeah, okay, have fun. I mean, you've got twice their units, but they're 2 techs ahead of you, buddy. Don't underestimate the combat difference. They can just raise a they can get into just like 18,000 troops or whatever and just stomp commerce. So I feel like they might have made a bad decision going for the push. Meanwhile, someone else that made a bad decision is this Caucasus separatists. Everybody knows that you use your phone these days to get the answers of sums. Don't need calcus anymore. This overextension's gone, so I've had my reward without even looking at it properly. Which also indicates that I'm in a prime position to annex Shun before I take out Shi. So go on, Solon, do your thing. I'll take out my rebels, you siege down their lands. They're going for Wakor? Or is it snowing in for the Korean apparently? Omen. Okay, that's fine. What's this? Integrated min units. I do want the stab cost modifier just to pull myself through, but I also need the mana to core. So I feel like I should keep my paper mana free. Free up the paper mana just to... How much is Shun? Shun is 88 mana. I can take stab cost. Like, by no means are they perfect, but I do really like the Korean ideas. It's just a good balanced mix of things. That's it, Shun. Take out Jinning for me as well, please. That'd be great. Or, don't. I mean, I have got a 30k army sitting right here that could do it, but, you know, it's about your shortcomings, so long. Show yourself worthy to me before I finish integrating you. Obviously. That's what it's about. So, yes, I haven't got the war goal yet. No, it doesn't matter. In a way, it's nice that the war score's sticking down away from my favour, because that just means it's going to take a little bit longer for the war to finish up. Which is handy because, yeah, Shun... Hold on, I'll look at it though. Shun is 44% OE. She is going to be a bit more than 44%. She's going to be 90%. Yeah, I'm happy with the provinces I've selected, if I'm honest. Border Dali, keep she within my borders. I might do this actually. Right, so I need Chongqing. Yeah, 92%, and that keeps she in my border. So I'll need to fully take down Shun before I take on Shi, preferably. Just for, I mean, look at my revolt. I'm just on point. Ooh, extra idea cost reduction, you say? I don't mind the -1. I don't mind the minus harmony increase because it's still done in a decent time, and it just gave me 15%. So I'm happy with that. Shun, get. Okay, one more tick, and it should just be mine. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for playing. Thank you so much for playing my game. Ooh, 999 exactly mil. Also, printing press is here. I don't know if I want to dev it. realistically, you dev up to global trade, and then everything else beyond that can just be covered itself. I want large cast iron cannon. I want the offensive, because cannons aren't going to take damage, so they may as well deal as much offensive damage as they possibly can. He's going to go into Rebgong, then he's going to come into Seoryong, and just be destroyed. It's magic. Then I can come through and attack these guys here. And my loans are now 1,000 ducats each. Smashing. Big fan. So I owe 4,000 ducats because of my 5 loans. That's looking good. Now, when does my cause on these guys run out? January 1552. So I only have to postpone this by a year. And then I'll be able to free reign core that as well. And for coring the Shelands, I'm going to take 108, just over 170 admin. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And I'm still 50 over gov cap. Not a problem. I do plan to just continually build these courthouses to sort out the gov cap problem. It's a bit like how do you solve a problem like Maria. But either the answer or the question becomes gov cap. Again, this is looking really nice. Sure, I probably could have unified all of China slightly quicker, but the setup is looking good. As I say, it's also included Japan and all of Manchuria. So, I'm liking this so far. Besides, I'm still twice as big as the Ottomans. So, I've got that going for me. So I have most of the Vajrayana provinces now. Asik. Yeah. Over here it's literally just Paryang. Which, again, I think I will just take Paryang to begin with, and then I can come back for the Malaysian Islands later. Just for the cute borders. All the EU4 players like cute borders. Border gore is for when you're still octopusing out. Campaign dependent. And I have started to get into the habit of trying to take things by specific states slightly more. I don't always do it, but it's nice to take units by state. Oh no, my dip rep. Now I'll integrate slightly slower. That's such a shame. Anyway, these guys just insulted me? That's fine, I've got a better CB than that. I mean, it still shows superiority either way. 200% prestige. So you actually spend less for the taking provinces under diplomatic insult, and you get far more prestige, but it's still maximum AE. So you actually take it under show superiority for 25% less AE taken, which, to be honest, isn't too bad for me because I've not got that much, considering. But also my improved relations are just insane. The humanist. Oh, hold on. Okay, that scared me a little bit. I started to hear the music out through my laptop, so you might have even heard it double up for a second there, because I accidentally pulled my microphone out. Or rather, I readjusted myself and it pulled the wire out along with me. I don't like taking the morale of army loss, in the most part, but I think I'll take it this time. The yearly corruption's also something I don't like taking, but I've specified before that as I'm playing as Korea and I'm Confucian, I don't really care about corruption. I can't. It'd be quite fun to do like a maximum corruption reduction game. Like you are Confucian, you have court ideas with there's an idea in here which does it. I think. I know there is for yeah. You take court and infrastructure, you have espionage and offensive and admin, and you just stack up a load of corruption. So basically, you get back a month every time you debase currency, sort of thing. Be kind of funny. Uh-oh. Here comes the Russian force. Uzbek are getting some really weird provinces, aren't they? This is really, really weird. So they had this one province and these, and then they fought Mongolia and took these. And now Mongolia's going to release Khalkha because they're unable to keep anything under control anymore. How strange. Oh well, I can peace out whenever I want with Xi now. I'm actually just like ready for peace. 3.2% overextension. Yeah, I can do this. And then this money. And that name is getting bigger. And that puts Xi to 77%. And I believe once again that's not accounting for the age ability. So that's an easy call. With more provinces of my culture group. Next up will be Ayutthaya. I am led to believe that would be the next best logical choice. Let's park my units over here for now though. In places I can see where the supply limit is decent. What's going on with this Khmer Soviet war? Ever so slightly ahead, but I would consider it to be a stalemate somewhat. It's guaranteed by Xi. Okay. I don't care because I'm going to be declaring Ayutthaya. I might do the manpower thing again. I'm running a lot of manpower. Let's take the mission, even if I don't complete it. But that's a good excuse for me to do this again. I did say I might stick enlistment back on after I completed the mission last time. That was a lie, apparently. Not gonna lie, it was something I completely forgot about though. I said I was going to do it, and then other things happened, and then my brain went, oh look, a squirrel. So, you're welcome. Very nice. So now that will give me a bunch of additional map. Oh, up to quadruple digits when I have increased enlistment on all my states. That's cool. And then, like I did before, I'll drill my units while they're sat recovering. Then this stack needs an extra 5k cannons. Yeah, they need to go to Guanyong. And these can all just earn extra drill. Yeah, I can't remember what country has it, but there's an achievement. I think it might be for any country. which is have 100 units, all with 100 drill. All you do is put them into like a couple stacks and just let them drill. Nothing completely brain melting. Right, I said I was going to get rid of force draft. And that just screwed me over. I wanted to seize land first. Oh well, if I can't get it right now, I will... Right, so... I've got one more vassal. These will go away. I want to keep clerical education. But do I... Right, so they're all drilling, yes? Yes. Now the question becomes, do I want to develop for printing press? The logical answer would be yes. And the logical province would be Jeonju at this point. Or Naju, but I feel Jeonju's better. Do I have trading in paper? Yeah. We control 27.7% of the paper trade in the world. And there's quite a few provinces in Europe that actually do have paper. So that's not nothing to sniff at. Sneeze at. I need to remove manpower from South Korea. Because then I can dev it. So I need to just start stockpiling the points for that. Enable Doctrine will be trade power. Because I don't like that notification keep popping up and I can afford the money. So I'll just get that out of my way. Again, very similar stats for my air. Can't believe I forgot about the things I was going to do. So when's this up? March 1554. It's going to take me, what, 8 years? 7 years? To get up to max manpower? Again, accounting for the fact that I want to reduce, retake back the edicts once it's done. I can revoke it in the 14th of July. Cool. Again, I'm just gonna continue to reduce my gov costs for my provinces. I know I haven't got the money for this, but what's good? Yeah, everything that's at Dip Tech Admin Tech 16 is the go-to. G-Bank's got 0.69, nice. And then I can debase a little more and pay off some loans. I'm gonna do it again. So I'm down to 3 loans. Looking good. I'll speed 5 this for a little while. I know I could like fabricate claims and stuff to get the core cost reductions ever so slightly, but as you just saw, I'm just ripping through nations anyway, so it's not a problem. Manpower return. Then Ayutthaya will be next. They're not escaping my fury. But Ayutthaya is also allied to Parayoung, right? Yeah, so I can take. I'm just gonna bring up my fleet to 40, bring this up a little, and then also take. I took it off. Good. That's fine. I didn't need them anyway. I'll go to 15. Autonomy change. Heh. Tolerance of the true faith. Not a lot of my provinces in relation are necessarily true faith, so that's fine. And then lastly, admin tech cost, and then we're gone. So yeah, the calls will finish up. I'll get my manpower back up. Officer rights can go. And the great thing about the nobles, or in this case the young one, is that integration policy and strong duchies will both disappear once Solon disappears. So I'm liking it. I was wondering how I was losing money is because my fleet became unmothballed. Obviously. Why are you... Bengali conquest of Long? Were you allied to Monquang then? You were. I was going to say, he can't annex them. My truce with Tibet is also in 4 years' time. So I need to get my manpower this time to about... Last time I got to 50,000 and it dropped it. I think I need to get it to about 60,000 this time. So I'll give it another couple more years. Again, this is a good respite time for me to just remember to swap the edict and to start developing Jeonju. I got there. I've completed something. Expand the homeland. Because 301 dev is Korean. Wow. Developing Jeonju got me the... I was at max power points. Prestige. It didn't matter if I took it or not. That's good. I don't mind being at Tech 10 for a little while. No, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Mongolia, once very strong, now back to just being absolutely nothing. Unlucky. What happened in... Oh, Soviet took Khmer, yeah. This is what I was talking about. Khmer attacked, but it was almost unwanted because they were just able to push back. All they had to do was recruit a couple of units. I might undrill and bring my maintenance down. I can ignore my fleet maintenance, that's financially a negligible kick. Back to a massive fleet, which is bringing me back to massively over force limit. Good stuff. So when I buy Ayutthaya, Pyongyang are 33%. Don't fear the Reaper. I definitely would like to do a run with Ayutthaya though. I think if I was to put an Ayutthaya run on YouTube, I feel like I'd need something not in Asia first. Like maybe a chill run that's not like lob. Maybe put on like a tool run. Just to spread out where the nations are, so it's not just the same region over and over. But of the nations I enjoy, I have more that are not in Europe than are in Europe. I don't need I don't need this anymore. I need this. And then I can give myself another one on neighbouring countries. And as indicated by this, maxing out admin gives extra GovCap modifier. So I'm back to being under. Where are my ships actually building? My ship's only trying to build in like 5 provinces. I mean, that's a little disturbing, but okay. I mean, I have enough ships as well at this point. So it's okay. But just like, why? Yeah, in fact, I can just do this. Get this ready. I said I was going to wait to 60,000. Am I patient enough? That's the real question. No, not you, Chongju. Chongju. Look at all them really cheap dev clicks for Chongju. What's, I think I need to get everywhere the manufactory. And either have an army larger than 100k or 100% of the force limit as long as it's over 60k. Well, I've got an army force of 90k right now. So having 100k by the time we get all manufactories that's just going to be like ancient news. Okay, I'm at 30 dev in Jeonju. I will expand administration before I do any more of the punchy clicks. Okay. I can just dev with more dip. Again, I need to get to about 60,000 manpower first. Couple more months. Diplomatic insult against someone that's trapped in my lands. Rather bold, given your position sheet. So yeah, one force will go straight to Paryang. Another force will just sit near Dali. And this force can just play catch with Ayutthaya until I'm ready to push. Something like that. I don't really think they're going to be able to stop 11 heavies at this point. Korea also have another achievement called Turtles All the Way Down, which is have 35% durability. But that's easily done because you get 10 here. You get naval ideas. That puts you up to 20 already. You take humanist. And then there's one other thing that you can take, quality. Quality gives you 5. There's another thing, was it maritime? And look, see, maritime offensive ship durability 5%. Basically, you just stack ideas to eventually hit the 35% modifier. That's just more out of necessity than anything, that achievement. Okay, this one's going to go home at war, but the other ones don't have to. I'm just going to undo this. And then I'm going to get ready, because I'm at 60k now, nearly. This gives like 3 months for the... Oh yeah, I'll also remove some forts soon. I've once again amassed a few forts that I don't need. I'll rearrange them and cover China, I think. Well, if I was Emperor, I'd have more forts, because it would cancel the devastation. That would help prolong revolts, but, you know, that's not what I'm here for right now. So I'm just going to go back through and remove enlistment on every single state. I'm not fussed about being the under gov cap right now, because technically I'm really not. I'm at like 980 out of 1,000 or something. So there's no real problem there. If I had a problem with being under, I would just statify more of my stuff. Or, what I'm about to do, conquer. So, Ayutthaya, you will give me superiority. Nobody else needs to be a co-belligerent. There's literally no purpose of any co-belligerents here. Dali is easily done. Mongfang, I don't even want their province right now. Did I forget to press Did I forget to I forgot to unpause. I forgot to unpause and claim my reward for 75%. Because I would have had that after this month tick here. That would have been it. Oh well, it's fine. Everything is solvable. Okay, now Parryung. And then I'm just gonna pull my... Yeah, I am outside of my... I was gonna say, I thought I was outside of my supply zone. But because I'm outside of my supply zone, it's thanks to my leader maneuver that I'm not losing that much of a hull. So once this lands, I'm just gonna put my... I'm gonna put my units back in port. I'm just gonna lower the maintenance. I want to siege from Parryman first because Barris will get the idea to declare war on Parryung. That's the kind of big brain move that the AI wants to try and play. So I just want to negate that from happening. Right, thanks for the positive humanist event. We'll take that. Yeah, Barris rival Parryung, and there's no truce between them. So it wouldn't surprise me if I kept them exposed for too long if they declared war as well. But again, that's not really a threat to me. Because even if Barris came in and tried to take Parryung, I could counter them by either vassalizing Parryung and then fighting them, or I can just annex a province, and get the CB on them and just fight them anyway. So it's nary a problem. Sukhothai. I really just want to put my units into that province. I'm 2 Texahart above. I won't suffer the too many horses detriment. I'm doing it. Hey, I attire. And Mong Pai. Eat my bullets, or whatever. But they do have 15k more units. This might be, what's the phrase I'd be looking for here? Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Or they don't try and reinforce, because the AI's behaviour has been changed, so that if it looks like they've even got a single shred of odds of not winning a battle, the AI doesn't reinforce it. So, you know, overwhelming strength. Now I'm going to start getting out some of the smaller people in the war. And then I'll also need this province here. Also, did I just take a loan? I forgot to reduce my maintenance on my ships. And also, I did say I was going to sort out my forts. This fort can go for now, if I'm honest. Who else do I have to contest with? Moang Fan. And that's it. You're 4% over. You're 5% overextension. I can take Parryung, right? Good, I am in range. This is 33%. I can take that and this for less than 40% overextension, and then let my war with Ayutthaya play out, and I can take everything I want from Ayutthaya. I do want Bangkok for the Gov Cap wonder, or as they call them in this game, great projects. I need a manufacturing here. But yeah, for sure I'll take out some loans to upgrade the Bangkok special project, because even that 5% to begin with is a nice little earner for the what's the equivalent of one of my loans these days. Oh, so where did that happen? Okay, let's take trade efficiency. I'm not worried about Ayatai being in my lands. I'm also not bothered about losing a battle, because again, once I siege them down, it doesn't matter how many battles they've won, they'll be fully occupied at 100%. But also the war score is still swinging in my favour. Okay, that's printing press done. Let's institution spread around the main parts of Korea. It's not waste, it's the advancement effort, go away. Right, that's 250-ish power for Admin Tech 13, thank you. Respect it. So, I've discussed my ideas behind some extra idea sets I'm going to take. The next one, I might toss a coin. It's between... It's a mill idea. It's 100% a mill idea. It's not aristocratic, not a big fan. Offensive, defensive, quality are all brilliant for my purposes. Quantity is also good, but I kind of want to exacerbate how good the Korean army is. Quantity is nice and very useful, but I want to complete harness the Saxion. So I'll probably go... My next ideas will probably both be mill, and it will probably be quality offensive, if I'm honest. Again, defensive's good, but I can take that later. So first up is Dali. You should now be... War should now be on long enough for me to do this. Boy! Love it. Yeah, boy! And it's fine because I'm integrating Theravada. I'll use every term other than harmonise. Deal with it. Followed by Shade's meme. Parayoung is about to be annexed as well. So that's nice. Oh yes, Mong Pai is sieged enough for me to just go, see you later. Brings down my war score a little bit, but that's not a problem. This is great, they say. It's not great. It's nice to have half. Really, you'd be buying it for the half maintenance, the ability to have an extra admin point or two. Okay, Tibet's gonna die. Awesome. So Tibet's next on my shopping list as well. Sounded like I just said shopping list. I did say shopping list, but also I could buy some deep fried. What? Deep fried Lujo bars. Mars is another planet. Doesn't apply here. Right, with Parayoung fully sieged, they need their war enthusiasm needs to drop, and the war needs to go on for just a couple more months because they're a bigger country. And I didn't siege them until after the fact, realistically. Yeah, I'll fight them in Mongfuan. Ayatai's done, which means I also need to take Pegu. And then once I've called up Parayoung and Dali, I'll work out what I need the Ayatayan piece to look like. Again, it will probably be... I can look at it now, actually. So it's like Sukhothai, Bangkok, maybe Ayutthaya, maybe not. Not a problem if it isn't. Around here, and down here. I like the idea of 85% war score. That's looking good. I could theoretically just go without Bangkok, but I like Bangkok. So, you know, that's what she said. Give me your annexation. Just do it. I could speed it up by just... I didn't want to step onto here for the purpose of the natives, but you know what? I'm just going to do it. See, the natives have popped up and then they disappeared because they realised they couldn't fight anyone. That's kind of funny. So now, Pagarian will be mine. So that's taking care of the Malaysian provinces that I needed to call. And then lastly, it's just get rid of Wang Fan from the war and then peace out Ayatollah, which will be next the story for next time. P.S.